My country people. I got to bring more updates for now. I beg follow my YouTube channel, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and also follow my Facebook page. You understand? Talking Drum News. Follow me, watch this video. As we never see and finish, I got to bring more updates for now. As you they see, I'm also they share them. Comment your own opinion so that others go they learn. As you they see this video, share them. Talking Drum News. Follow me and watch.
The NJC goes through a process of provisioning, clearing provisioning for the judges. You've got to have the court halls, the salary, the vehicles, the basic provisions for their operations. They cleared 15. The circular was clear. They nominated 34. Of that 34, all but 11 were sons, daughters, mistresses of particular individuals. In one particular case, the original list was 33. I wrote the letter. I signed it in my name. I was not anonymous, so I can tell the story of what transpired. There were 33 nominees. Then a senior judicial figure who was about to leave the bench put his mistress in there, making them 34. She had not been interviewed. She had not gone through the process. And I wrote to President Buhari, to his credit. He listened and suspended the appointment of all of the people that we objected to. So he cleared the appointment of 11. And then something extraordinary happened. A senior justice of the Supreme Court was retiring and managed to get the NJC to bring back the list of those people who had been suspended. And the people who opposed that list were persuaded not to attend the meeting of the NJC. And this particular senior justice had their child in there, got the list approved, rushed to the president, all of them were appointed. They are now sitting on the bench, including the daughter of Justice Bulkachua and Senator Adamu Bulkachua. So judicial appointments have been totally captured. Politicians and judges make up and take up the appointments. And members of the NJC. If you give me the list of appointments, I will tell you who put the name in there. All I need is make not more than 3 calls. I will tell you whose candidate is on the list. From where. When you get to that point, to a point where good people, irrespective of where they come from, but suitable candidates can no longer make it to the bench, you know you're in trouble. And that is where we are. But it is not just because suitable candidates can no longer make it to the bench, and politicians now have decided that in order to have a successful political career, you need to carry a judge in your back pocket and in your bedroom. It is that to be able to proceed to anything in the country, judges and politicians decide what happens. So politicians no longer need our votes to become governors and presidents and legislators. They now need to settle judges only. It did not start today. If you want to know the origins, please go and read the Babalaki report. In the Commission of Inquiry into FEDECO, which reported in 1986. And if you don't have it, I can PDF my version. It's a little big. I'll make it available to but every lawyer interested in a country that works and judicial system that works needs to read the Babalaki report, because that is where the story of judicial corruption in politics was actually fully recorded. And I cite some of it in my written remarks. But it has been on since then. And in my written remarks, when you see it, you can check the footnotes as to some of the stories that have transpired from the Aramio constituency in 1979 elections down to Justice Ebu at the beginning of this millennium. But because this has a long history, we need to be able to reflect the memory. And having reflected that memory, then, where are we right now? So, this is how I start ending. Because the story we have is a story of 2 things, or 3 things, as I said. One is hubris. The people who have captured the political system and captured the judiciary dare you to go to court because they'll tell you, we own the judges. They're in our bedrooms. They are in our houses. We own them. You are not going to get anything. That is the story of hubris. There's also the story of mirth. They laugh at you, knowing that the courts are useless. And why are the courts useless? I don't believe that there is anyone here who does not know the case of Mojeku and Mojeku. And it is taught in family law